First of all, BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? No idea what was going on. I'm hoping everybody can stay in the room now. As y'all seen before, we made the room. There was an issue. I couldn't even find the room. There was an issue. I couldn't even find the room when I was looking for it. So I know that people had a problem get here. I hope it's fixed now. With that being said, we going past roll call. Just put your comments in. We can address them now. As everybody know, we're talking about the allegations, allegedly. Wack 100 leaving Clubhouse. Now, just so we could be clear, I don't believe it. I'm going to need to see it. I said this before. I call him Wack 100 lies. I call him Wack 100 lies. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm like, what in the hell? What's going on? And then cough. So, you know, we're just gonna go through this. Shout out to Jamie Spears. She was in out here the other day trolling to see what she doing tonight. What up, Jay Hedges? He said salute BB and fan, Jack Frost. One of my great qualities is my voice. So let's hope that this passes real quick. I want to say something real quick. I do not think that Wack 100 is leaving social media. He said he's going to leave Clubhouse. I do not believe that this is true. Just so we can be clear. What up, Josh Wagner? I haven't seen you in a while. Can't remember if you was a troll or not. Excuse me. Hope everything is going well either way. What up, Love Productions? He says, what up, Frost BB and fam? Salute. J.I. just says, let's hit that notification bell. Yeah, yo, let's hit the notification bell. Send up some notifications that people know that we live. All right, here we go. We get back into it. Now check this out. I want to tell you all of the things. I want to tell you the things starting from the first thing to the last thing. I want all of the things to be covered. If the thing's already covered, then something's happening. This is Toon said this is all entertainment. No, I 100%. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen. Check this out. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen. But first, I want to tell you, I'm going to go back to what I think Wack should do. So the mods was just trolling? I don't think the mods was trolling. This is what I think Wack should do. This is what I think Wack should do. Listen. This is what I think Wack should do. Hassan has won. Pay attention. Hassan has won. He's won. I'm going to explain how Hassan has won. Y'all know who Cuban Link is, right? Terror Squad, Cuban Link, Fat Joe. So there is a story that's a lie. I'm telling you it's a lie. I knew it was a lie when the story came out. There's a story that Wack 100 said about Cuban Link. And the story is allegedly that Cuban Link got beat up by Death Row or some shit like that. And he saw it, right? So that's the story. Cuban Link is saying that that's not what happened. It's some altercation that happened. Cuban Link is saying that's not what happened. So that whole time that Cuban Link has said that this isn't what happened, it's like 3 months ago, 4 months ago or some shit. Nobody was believing him. Everybody believed Wack. Remember, I call Wack 100 lies. Every time y'all talk about some shit Wack is saying, do you notice that I don't even be wanting to cover the content? Because I be knowing half of the shit he is saying is lies. Sometimes I know, because he'll talk about some shit. I might hear somebody ever ask somebody a question or two. And they'll be like, you know, tell me like what I need to know. And then I'll be like, nah, that nigga BSing. And then other times he's saying some shit that I already know about. So I'm like, this nigga Wack, man, he's a funny guy. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Wack is all entertainment. That's a fact. But something just happened. I know, I don't want to, should I mention it? Okay, so everybody is focusing on what's being said about Nipsey Hussle, right? Which is bad. Don't get this confused. But there's actually a bigger issue about something that was said, and I'm not going to mention it because I don't want nothing to happen to me. But there's actually a bigger issue about something that was said, and that's all that I'm going to say as far as that is concerned, unless somebody else can figure out and start talking about it first. Then I'll maybe discuss it depending on what's going on. But there's a way bigger issue. That bigger issue could get people caught up and end up getting put in jail and a whole bunch of other shit happening. That's what the real problem is. So Wack needs to back up and get away from everything for a minute. And he needs to find a way to get into some kind of something with Hassan Campbell. Because Hassan Campbell has a ton of shit that Wack said. You gotta understand this. When the shit comes out that's not true, people in the industry, Wack is gonna lose a lot of his power. You gotta understand, Wack's influence lies with what he knows. What talent does Wack have? Wack influence begins and ends with his ability to say, I can make a thing happen that you don't want to happen. That's where his strength begins and ends. His ability to do that. Now, if it comes out that the majority of the things that he's saying is lies, even if he tries to come out with something that's the truth, who's going to believe it? Do you understand what the problem is? Or am I just not making sense? If I'm making sense, even if you don't agree with me, if I'm making sense, can you drop some frost? Even if you don't agree with me, if you don't agree with me, say you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'm just saying, is what I'm saying making sense? Because Hassan Campbell came out, and he's going to keep coming out with shit as long as Wack comes out, and Wack is not going to be quiet. Wack is loud. Anyway, this is what Wack should do, though. This is what I thought Wack would do. This would be dope. Did y'all pick up what he called Blueface a clown? Did y'all pick up on that audio where he called Blueface a clown? He's like Blueface was a clown and he ran on him or some shit like that. He said some shit like that. That was crazy. But Wack's alleged power lies in his ability to influence. His ability to influence right now lies directly with his ability to be able to say a thing that he can make happen. So he has 2 points of interest of where he can create things that happen. Have you ever been to any of them clubhouses that nigga be in it? Wack do be lying. He always lying. Have you ever been in that clubhouse that they be in? That has to be one of the most toxic environments I've ever seen. That shit is just one of the most toxic environments I've ever been in as far as a chat room is concerned. It was just toxic. I was listening to an audio. Some chick was in there. This is bananas. So she was in there calling some dude gay the whole time. He's like, you know, disrespecting him this way, disrespecting him that way, right? And then the dude said something back to her, and somebody said, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You don't talk to women like that. I said, oh, Lord. I said, oh. I ain't got time for this. I had to turn the fucking video on, the fucking shit off. I had to walk away and come back. I said I ain't got time for this. So now they was talking, right? I'm going to tell you what I believe is going on. Somebody is giving... I look whacked out. Okay, shout out to that. This is what I believe is going on. Somebody is giving him great advice and saying that he needs to back away from the internet for a while. That's great advice. The next best advice I could possibly give is even if you can't give an apology to Hassan Campbell, at least make a mention about how this is nothing to do with the families and nothing like that, or because at the end of the day, I think the beef that Hassan Campbell really had with him is the disrespect that he's feeling like he's giving them, and how that's going to be reflected upon as far as his family is concerned. You feel me? So I think that if he came out and said something along the lines of any kind of olive branch towards any kind of disrespect that Hassan family could have possibly felt, you know what I'm saying? But that's not his move. You understand what I'm saying? Toon says this is all fake. I'm not going to say it's not. I think that this is just a personal opinion of mine. I think that Wack always intended on getting into a beef with Hassan Campbell. I think Wack always 100% always intended into getting into a beef with Hassan Campbell. I just didn't think that he thought it was going to happen like this. So I don't know. You think they're using Hassan as a puppet to out other people, maybe? Is that what you're saying, Toons? I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. You're saying that maybe they're using... Yo, can we hit that like button? We got 56 people in here with 17 likes. Can we hit that like button, please? Are you saying that they quite possibly they could be using Hassan Campbell to out these other people? Because not for nothing, I think that that's a perfect way that they can attack a Big U. I thought that that was perfect. Oh, so you think, first of all, did you hear what Big U said? Big U said, somebody put in his chat, yo, they better keep their name out of your mouth. He said, no, please, keep my name in your mouth. This is how you get the check. Big U was like, you gotta like Big U, man. Big U was like, no, keep my name in your mouth. This is how you get the check. I was like, word? I was like, all right. All right. It is how you get the check, though. That's a fact. That's a fact. I like this Toons guy. Shout out to Jay Hedges pulling up into the saloons. I'm not going to call the actual saloon out yet. We're going to wait. Hey, Jay Hodges, if you want to call in, you should just send your number. You send your number and I'm going to call you back. Because if I put our number up in here, you know that I'm going to get so many fake calls just blowing the line up every 2 seconds. So I can't do it, obviously. I hear you keep saying algorithm, but you know there's no need to repeat it. Maybe it came through twice by accident. It looks like the same exact timestamp. Probably came through twice by accident. All right, so look, check this out. Oh, you were switching accounts. Check this out. Yo, I got a question. Do y'all think Hassan Campbell should release everything? If you think Hassan Campbell should release everything, put a drop a frost. If you think Hassan Campbell should release everything, drop a frost. If you think he should stop, put like something red down there. I don't know, a stop sign. I don't care. Yeah, stop sign. Put a stop sign if you think he should stop. Put a frost if you think he should go. I'm just curious. I'm not gonna tell you. I don't really care one way or the other. But if you think he should stop, I'm curious. Because look, Blazing said no, he should milk it how he's doing it. All right. Because look, I'm gonna say it like this. Some of the shit that he's releasing, what up, Triple A? Some of the shit that he's releasing, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is going well with you. Some of the shit that he's releasing is gonna hurt people other than Wack more than it's gonna hurt him. Toon says they're working together. I'm not saying that they're not. I wouldn't doubt it. I think that the things that they're releasing is pretty big, so I don't know. Kurt said stop. Triple A says stop. Gary Crawford says go. I don't know. What up, Team Moto Productions? How you doing, my brother? Hope everything is going well with you and yours. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. Because the sensible person in me say he should stop. But the YouTube content creator in me says he didn't start the beef. What up, Lionel Jackson? The YouTube content creator in me says he didn't start the beef. He didn't start the beef. So since he didn't start the beef, Do I have the right to tell him when enough? I don't have the right to tell somebody how to react to disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the right to tell you how you should react to disrespect. Like, if somebody disrespect you, who am I to tell you how you should react? You understand what I'm saying? If that makes sense? Is that not fair? Or that don't make sense? Shout out to Team Moto Productions as they present a night of laughter with Monique. Pull up to Ticketmaster. This is way too close. Pull up to Ticketmaster and get your tickets. It's a night of laughter with Monique and her friends. I'm pretty sure all of the hilarity is gonna happen. You're gonna have to buy new pants because you're gonna laugh so much you're gonna bust out of the ones that you arrived to the arena with. They're gonna have racks of pants on the way out for you to purchase. So make sure you bring some money for new pants. Pull up the Ticketmaster, especially if you're in the North Carolina area. Kurt Fleur says, enough is enough with them, and to be honest, it could get whack more than not. So, Big U didn't seem to care. I just want to throw that out there. Blazing Backwards Podcast says it shouldn't have been said to him. Which shouldn't have been said to him? Oh, what was told to him? Well, sometimes people tell you stuff that sounds like other people's secrets so they can manipulate you. Right? So they'll tell you what somebody else's secrets might be in order to try to make it seem like they're more cool with you than they are with the other person. When in reality, when they get the opportunity, they're going to tell the other person some secrets about you to do the same thing. Shout out to that tactic. Not a real shout out. Kurt Fleur says, the thing is, you don't want nobody to get whacked. Though which this could very well get someone. I can't say it wouldn't. I would think you would. Tunes want me to say things. I'm going to say what I'm saying. Triple A says, everyone chooses their path, right or wrong. We can only learn from it before and after. That's true. Kurt Fleur says, let's say something happens to Wack. You know the police and other people going to be looking for Hassan. No, they're not. Why? Blazing Backwards Podcast says, when was it cool to make fun of people who got molested that was out of hand? Absolutely. Look, also, what you got to understand is, I don't think Hassan cares. Hassan said that before the show, Wack 100 asked him if he could bring the topic up, and Hassan told him okay. So I don't think Hassan cares about anything that happened on the show. I don't think he cares about anything that happened on the show. I think that every single thing that happened on the show, even the stuff that he might have been like, all right, I'm going to pay attention to that, is things that he's cool with to a degree where he would have just moved forward. You understand what I'm saying? Well, whatever plans they had going on, he would have just moved forward. This is my belief. I think the problem ensued at the Clubhouse. That's why I'm saying Wack 100 needs to stay off of Clubhouse for his own benefit. He could choose whatever reason he want to choose. But for his own benefit, he needs to stay off of Clubhouse. Because right now, everything that's happening on Clubhouse is actually more toxic to him specifically than what he's usually is, where he's toxic to other things. So now with that being said, when they said that jokey thing or whatever they're saying about him quite possibly allegedly leaving, understand what's really happening. Somebody spoke to him at some point and told him, you need to back up off of Clubhouse for a minute. I'm going to tell you something. When these rappers be getting their pages pulled, you think their pages are always getting pulled because they did something really wrong? Or do you think sometimes maybe their label talks to Instagram? They're out of hand and they're not listening. We got to get them off of the internet. Just shut your page down for a couple of days. They turn their page off, then they turn it back on. Alright, fuck. Alright, Instagram, I need y'all to do us a favor. This is thing going on. We're complaining on the page. Shut the page down for it. They posted something and we're upset about it. Take the page down for a little while. Then they make another page. Oh man, Instagram. Yeah, exactly. Because your label was trying to protect you from doing more harm to your image. You wasn't paying no attention to them, so they had to call Instagram up to save your ass. Now you don't got Instagram. Now you're gonna go talk to them. Pardon me. Sorry about that. I was just sneezing and shit. Kurt Fleur says, because somebody gonna look for revenge for Wack and or who knows. Also, his family could be like Hassan. Put that info out there and get whacked or some nonsense happening. I don't think. Look, I don't think none of these guys have a fear of their lives being in danger. Just so we can be clear. Wack 100 don't even live on the West Coast anymore. So even if it was a situation where some of those guys want to get a hold of them, the people that would be foolish enough to actually do it, they're on the West Coast and they can't get over here. So all Wack got to do is be have halfway of a brain in his head, and he's gonna be able to avoid those guys. I don't think anybody else that actually has the ability to be able to get to Wack would waste their freedom. You got to understand, a lot of times the reason why people, the shooters, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody, but a lot of times the reason why people are the shooters is because they don't feel like they have more to contribute than doing that. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that also being said, parents, please make sure that you're in your children's life and in a productive manner. So even if they go to a life of crime, at least they pick a crime where they're going to be able to get money. You know what I'm saying? Pick a crime where they're going to be able to get to the bag, not a crime where they're just going to be killing somebody and end up going to jail and they don't even benefit financially. I don't think that they have fear either, but they don't want it to happen. That's my thing. I'm not sure why you kicked him. I don't care either. He was annoying. Oh, you put him on the timeout. Yeah, he was annoying. God said Dyson. He called himself Dyson. He was like, yo, they go to Hassan Campbell. I was like, yo, that's some fucking self-awareness, motherfucker. I was impressed when he said that shit right on the interview. So when he said that, I knew he didn't care if they bring up Africa being bothered. You understand what I'm saying? He has to be ready for people to bring up Africa being bothered. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get put on timeouts if you keep putting capital letters. That's what the type of time my admin is on. So I could understand, just so we could be clear. Pardon me. He understands, I believe, that if when he go on these panels and he go talk to people, they're gonna want to mention that. So I don't think that that's something that's a trigger for him currently. He understands that he has to get past that in order to be able to get to where he want to go. And I think that Hassan Campbell's on that type of time. Because this is actually the second video. This would have been well into the other video ended around the 30-minute mark before we got to the 30-minute mark. So we would have been at the about almost to the 1 minute mark right now, right? So whatever y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. I'm assuming you meant BS. The S is in there, the A. Yes, I knew you meant BS. It's something like that. That's an A. That's an A. Jay Hodges says hit the free content. I got more uploads for basketball, by the way. Somebody said how's my health and shit. I kicked them. I got more uploads from basketball, by the way. So obviously I am moving around pretty healthily. I'm doing some dope moves too. So you go watch some of my basketball videos. You'll be able to see just how healthy I am. I'm out there playing with kids that's like teenagers, and I'm quicker, faster than some of them. You know, so. Go check it out. You want to see how healthy I am? I mean, that's an actual example. So, just so we can be clear. Playing basketball with people more than half my age. So, and holding my own. And most times, doing better. So, that's how healthy I am. How healthy are you, by the way? Just curious. How healthy are you, by the way? Oh, I kicked you. You can't even tell me. Fucking knees, though. They hurt my knee? That's my knee. I was out there playing basketball. That's my knee. I ain't got a cat. I ain't got a cat. That's how healthy I am, motherfucker. Get off that couch sometime. You'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell what a healthy person looks like. Get off that couch sometime. Stop sitting in your crib with all of those obese people. There's nothing wrong with having weight on you or whatever. But whenever you see somebody that is actually healthy and you think that they're unhealthy, you might have a problem. Is that fair? Yeah, I didn't take my shower yet. It's time for the game. This is from today. I didn't take my shower yet. It was time for the game. That's right. Oh, so I was playing basketball all day, and then I came to the game, and I'm still able to. I came to the show, and I'm still able to do the show. And I'm a little groggy from playing basketball all day. So you think that something's wrong with me and I'm unhealthy because I was playing basketball all day? Let's go. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. You talking about? Put it in the chat. Team slurp, man. Just team slurp. That's what I mean by unhealthy. Got me? You don't get outside. I know a lot of big people that get outside. You might be a skinny person and just be unhealthy. That's why you don't know. You might be a skinny person and be unhealthy. A lot of skinny people are unhealthy as shit. They just don't know because they're skinny. That's a fact. A lot of skinny people be unhealthy as shit. They just don't know because they're skinny. They eat all the worst food because they're skinny. They don't get fat, so they eat all the worst food. You think I'm joking and shit? I'm dead serious. You don't get fat. I used to be that way, but I exercise all the time, so it didn't matter. Anyway, Kurt Fleur says, well, it did matter, but it didn't have the same effect. That's what I'm saying. Kurt Fleur says, Brooklyn done, shaking my head. It's 3-0 Celtics. All right, so first of all, what people I think don't, since we're going to mention this sports shit real quick. What happened the other day when people asked me, did I think Brooklyn was going to beat the Celtics? Do y'all remember what I said? Do anybody here remember what I said? I mean, the video should still be up, but I'll repeat it for you. I said, well, the Celtics actually, they should have been going to the finals already, I believe. They have Jaylen Brown and they have freaking Tatum. Jason Tatum. Those two players build their team because of where they could play at. Both of those guys are both two-way players. Because of where they play at, that's kind of like they're not as good as Jordan and Pippen, but that's kind of like the same dynamic that you're building. You have a 2-guard 3 situation or 3-4 situation that interchangeably could defend players and at the same time are two-way players and one-on-one players that could also give the ball up. And this is the same. It's not the same caliber players, but it's the same principle. No, what happened is Durant has to get guarded by. Okay, hold on. Slow on. I digress. I get to that 1 minute. Listen and pay attention. So these guys should have been doing way better than they've been doing. They've been underperforming. So I'm not surprised. They've been underperforming. They got Marcus Smart on the fucking Celtics, man. Marcus Smart is not a big defensive, a big offensive player, but he can get you buckets. If need be, he could go get 20. And he a lock. Tell me where I'm wrong. At the point guard position. Stop. Celtics went to the finals last year. Stop. Am I that far removed from the NBA? The fuck are you talking about? Bucks went to the finals. I'm not even talking sports with you no more. Fucking Bucks won. Durant can never be the best. Look, okay, so hold on. No. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Hold on, give me a second. It like broke my brain. The nigga was like the Celtics. I'm like, hold on. Like it just was insane. I didn't want to just call him a liar. Hold on, listen. I'm gonna tell you what the problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem with the. I'm gonna tell you. I don't care what you meant. I'm not reading your comments no more. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is next show. I read your comments next show. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forth like that. That's not happening. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with Durant. Durant has to go up against either Tatum or Jaylen Brown on defense. Both of those guys are locks. Both of those guys are lengthy players. And they could be physical. And they're stronger than Durant, which is his actual problem. You see how everybody keeps saying Durant is such a great player? He is in this era. If you put Durant in the 80s, he couldn't play. He's too soft. That's a fact. You put him in the 90s, he can't play. He's too soft. He's too weak physically. What do you think is gonna happen when he's playing opposite the fucking New York Knicks in the 90s? What do you think is gonna happen when he's playing opposite the freaking Detroit Pistons in the freaking 80s, or the Lakers in the 80s, or the freaking Celtics in the 80s? All those teams fought all the time. Or the 76ers. He wouldn't even be a basketball player, homie. He wouldn't be a basketball player. He's only a basketball player because they changed the rules. I promise you, he wouldn't be a basketball player. I promise you. He wouldn't have made it this far. He's too weak. And if he works out and gets stronger, he's not going to have that jump shot. If he works out to get stronger, he's not going to have that jump shot that way. It's not going to be the same. The thing that is his best attribute right now will be the thing that would take away from him. The thing that's his best attribute right now is his height. But if we go and we put him in the freaking, and we change the rules back when people could be physical, he can't play at the 4. And he can't play at the 3. He'd get killed. He'll get killed on defense by mediocre players. I'm sorry, I'm just telling you what it is. He's not strong enough, and they're showing you right now in the finals. In the playoffs. They're showing you right now. They're showing you. He's not strong enough, man. I like Durant, and I think the biggest problem that they have is the Nets refuse to run some screen and rolls and confuse the defense. But I'm pretty sure if you try to do that with the Celtics, they're just gonna switch. I think they just switch. But you got to do something. You got to move the player off of Durant. Whoever's slowing Durant down, you got to move him off of him, and that's how you do it. But I would assume that the Celtics is just going to switch. So you got to do that with the big. You guys got to get somebody else on Durant. You just have to swallow your pride. Durant, you can't beat him right now. That's it. But people not going to swallow their pride. It is what it is. Anyway, what else y'all talking about? Off subject, all due respect. But how you feeling about subway crimes? I remember in the 80s when grown men put their wallet in front pocket and no one was that smart, stuck on the trains. Okay, so we talk about crime all the time over here, so it's cool. So this is the issue. Okay, so first, there's a homeless problem in New York City, right? So listen, pay attention. I'm gonna tell you about two things first. There's a dude that they just caught, right? They just caught him. He was at a homeless shelter over there on 30th, a homeless shelter in Manhattan. He was in a homeless shelter, right? So they just caught him. He's in Pennsylvania. He's from Pennsylvania, and he had been in a foster home, and he molested two 4-year-olds. He went on a run. He came up here. He changed his name, dyed his hair. Some black dude changed his name, dyed his hair. Then they chased him out of there. Anyway, point being is this: we have a homeless issue in New York City, and part of the homeless problem is actually because if you're from somewhere else and you come to New York City, you could go get housing that way, or you could go, have somewhere to stay. So what happens is all of our systems are over flooded. All our systems are flooded. I'm saying this coming from the position of I used to work in Bellevue Men's Shelter, and they were over. It was bad then, and the homeless problem is nowhere near what it is now. Nowhere near. I was a security guard there. I used to work for FJC. I was there for I worked in Bellevue. I worked in Ward's Island. I worked in a women's shelter in Franklin Ave in the Bronx. I worked in a family shelter. I forgot what street that one was on. I think one time they sent me to a building somewhere. I think one time it was some bullshit. I don't know. That shit was whack. It was trying to, I don't know. I got in trouble. I get in trouble all the time at jobs. I gotta work for myself. How you feel about A$AP Rocky getting locked up? Oh, I was telling you about the thing. So as far as one of the problem is the housing problem with the homeless. The homeless is an issue because you said subway. So the homeless is an issue. They're running the homeless off the subway now. Now they're removing the homeless from the subway. I think that's a good first step. I feel bad for people that don't have nowhere to go, especially in the winter. So they're trying to force them to go into the shelters, but the shelters are dangerous. I'm telling you how dangerous the shelters is. When I was working in Ward's Island, they had guns and everything in there. We found a machete under this one nigga's pillow. This one dude, the machete was about like this. It was sitting under the guy's pillow. It was a fucking machete, an actual machete. So, guns, everything is in there. So people are scared to go there when they can't protect themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why they want to go to the subway. That's why they don't want to go to these places. Because places like Ward's Island, when you come from prison, for everybody that don't know, when you come from prison, they can't just let you out into the street. They got to take you, or they got to send you to an actual location. You have to have an address. You have to have an actual, what up D Block, what up Valiant? You have to have an actual address. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is a lot of people, like if you get caught in New York for a crime, when they let you out on parole or whatever the case is, they're not gonna just that you have to stay in New York. You have to have a New York address. You have to stay in New York. So your address becomes the shelter. So now you live in the shelter until your shit is over, until you figure out a way to go get an apartment or whatever. Boom. So that's how that happens. Just so people know. So if we're not going to do anything about the oversaturation of people in the street, then that's the first place to start. That's all I'm saying. That's just the first place to start. There's a lot of things that you have to do, but that's the first place to start. When you could do something about the vagrants, and I'm not saying ship them anywhere. I'm saying there needs to be some kind of. People always want to put people in jail, when in reality, could we just start teaching people to some. Because I'm about to say something, but it sounds so cliche. It sounds like a cliche, so I don't want to say it. I want to convey the same idea in a different way, so it's not associated with the cliche. A lot of people, if they had the opportunity to do better, they would. Let's go find those guys and help them. I'm not talking about the ones that if they had the opportunity to do better, they wouldn't. I'm not talking about them. We have to start making the decision that we're going to stop trying to save everyone and first save the people that want to get saved. I think we need to make that decision. I think because we have this thing where we're trying to save everybody, and we do want to save everybody, I think that we also have to understand that there's a hierarchy to this. If we waste, it's like when you're doing a test, right? What do you do when you're doing a test? When you was in school and you was doing a test and you got a question and you got stuck, did you stay on that question and just waste all your time there? Or did you skip over that question and go back to it? I think we still have to start treating individuals like that when we're trying to give them help, especially for things like drug addiction, especially things like homelessness, because there's a lot of people that if they had the opportunity to do better, they would. But there are also a lot of individuals that they're not trying to do better. They're just trying to not make it look like they've given up. So definitely life skills. This is a fact. So the first thing that we have to do is work on the vagrancy issue in New York City. And, they're attempting to do that now. So I think that that's a good thing. That's not a knock. And the next thing of course, solving crime isn't always locking up people and arresting people. Because even if you arrest that kid with the gun, there's just going to be another kid to take his place. So the way that you actually solve crime is you create an atmosphere where it's not conducive. Okay, so the next thing that they could work on besides the vagrancy issue, something that could be much more direct, is another thing that they're already doing. And that's they're going to be opening up the schools and allowing for children to be able to have somewhere to go at different times of the day, so they don't have to be. That's another thing that they're doing. If remember, I said that that's something they should do. How many times? Hold on. Show of hands. Who remember me saying that they need to start opening up the schools? They're going to start opening up programs, not just for the youth, but for the community. Who remembers me saying, and because I've been saying this for years, who remembers me saying one of the things that they need to do is, especially for these parents that can't afford to be able to pay for daycare, after, because they're at work, they can't take care of the kid. What they need to start doing is they need to start leaving the schools open to about 6:30, 7 o'clock every day. Who remembers me saying that? I mean, I can't be the only one that remembers these things. Anyway, so that's what I believe. So anyway, so they're gonna be so that's gonna help with crime, because you can't never stop crime in this generation. You understand what I'm saying? Stopping crime is for future purposes. You're not going to be able to stop it in this generation. All you're going to be able to do is mitigate it. You understand what I'm saying? To stop crime, what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to fix the next generation. We're gonna need to create more opportunity for the next generation. We're gonna be able to. We have to. It's always about the kids, because the kids is the next generation. It's always about the kids. You think some 25-year-old dude that's lived a life of hell is gonna take that opportunity or that chance that might turn his life around, or just give it up? You gotta take the opportunity and that chance that might turn his life around. Might turn his life around, might turn his family life around, might turn all the people he loved life around. He gotta take that chance. And I think that that's the thing that people don't realize about crime sometimes. People often think people commit crimes because they're just criminals. Sometimes people commit crimes because they're desperate. Let's try to get to those people and give them opportunity. Let's try to find those guys. Look, homie, we can't give you $1,000 a week, but we can set you up with an opportunity for you to be able to, live reasonably. But probably make $1,000 a week is only $4,000 a month. I mean, any average job can get that. So, but you understand what I'm saying? It's only $4,000 a month. That's not breaking no banks. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Often people want more than, okay, we can't give you $10,000 a week, but what we can do is we could give you the opportunity to be able to, take care of your family. Yeah. So I think that those are the moves, and I've spoken on this before. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So I think that they're making good moves. That's why I'm so befuddled how they're criticizing the mayor about the thing that he's doing that they don't like, but it seems like those same people don't speak out about the things that he's doing that they might appreciate. So gratitude begins where you realize how you're benefiting, right? So let's realize what we're benefiting from. I'm benefiting from you guys wanting to come in here and hang out with me when we go live and talk about shit. I benefit from that. All of the gratitude, believe me. Right? And how I showed that I keep showing up. I had all the reason in the world to quit. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm still here. I'm still here. Y'all guys are still here. You guys are the best. Once again, I don't think Wack 100 is gonna quit Clubhouse. So they already came out. Somebody said that he was joking. I don't think Wack 100 is gonna quit Clubhouse. But he needs to back down. If he back away, because he needs to apologize to Hassan's family, man. I've heard Hassan talk crazy about people's family. So this isn't apologize to Hassan Campbell family because, whatever. I've heard Hassan talk crazy about people's family. I'm saying, don't tell that man how to react from the disrespect that you did. I don't believe in telling people how they could feel due to somebody else's disrespect. If you can't disrespect somebody and then they're gonna respond or they're gonna radiate whatever that energy is that you've just created. You can't disrespect somebody and then tell them what type of energy to then go forth with. You created an energy. Now that energy is there. So that's an issue that I got. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Like I said, though. Somebody said something, I missed it. Or I was talking, I didn't get the chance. I'm going to scroll back up. Blazing Backwards says, how I feel about ASAP Rocky getting locked up for shooting someone allegedly in the leg. Shooting someone in the leg, as far as I know, is still illegal. So I need to know, I need to have a better understanding of what you're actually asking me. Because shooting somebody in the leg is illegal. What do you think should happen? I'm asking, what do you think is happening? Shooting somebody in the leg is illegal. Tell me where I'm wrong. Yes, crime is up nationwide. That's a fact. I already told y'all about crime is up nationwide. We was talking about that the other day. Crime is up nationwide because of the stimulus checks, and because of the all the free money the government was giving away ran out. That's why all the PPP loans, stimulus check, all that shit right now. That's why crime is up. We talked about that the other day. We talked about that the other day. That's what crime is up. But they knew that though. That's by design. You do know that, right? That's by design. They knew that was gonna happen. I was lying about a different one? Oh, wow. Anyway, check this out. Pay attention. Last September, something like 9 million people quit their jobs. Hold on. How many people quit their jobs in September of 2021?
4.4 million. According to Employment Screening Resources, the Great Resignation continued as a record 4.4 million U.S. workers quit their jobs in September 2021, breaking the previous record of 4.3 million in August 2021 and recording the highest total since December 2000, according to the Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, JOLTS, released by the U.S. Bureau of Labor.
Now check this out. Hey Google, how many people quit their jobs in October of 2021?
According to Business Insider, some 4.2 million Americans quit their jobs in October.
Watch this. Hey Google, how many people quit their jobs in November of 2021?
4.5 million. According to Bureau of Labor Statistics, the number of quits increased 370,000 over the month to 4.5 million, the highest level ever recorded since these data were first produced in December 2000.
Hey Google, how many people quit their job in December 2021?
4.3 million Americans.
Okay, so you get my point, right? So you get my point? Because sometimes I be talking about shit, but I know that I might have information that other people don't have. So people being here talking about I'm wrong about something, when in reality I'm just more informed. Dude, those were all records. Those were all records. They didn't start taking those type of notes since they started taking those type of notes in 2000. That's when it began. Those were all records. Back to back to back to back. AAA, that's a fact. AAA says, I work on a lot of new buildings under construction in NYC. Most buildings are still empty. That's a fact. And we have a homeless problem. But I digress. What did I tell you they was doing in New York City? The other day we was having a gentrification conversation, wasn't we? I keep trying to tell you I'm so far ahead of the curve, I don't know what to do. I'm so far ahead of the curve, I don't know what to do. We was just having that conversation the other day, wasn't we? And what he said is a fact. There's damn near buildings almost completely empty. And we have a homeless problem in New York City. We do not, those apartments aren't empty because people left, homie. They're literally building buildings and then not even putting people in the buildings. They're building buildings and then putting like 25% occupancy. Triple A, am I right or am I wrong? Triple A, am I right or am I wrong? I just don't be having certain conversations because I don't know who's in here to have the conversation with me. So it gets boring when I'm just saying things over and over and I don't got nobody to go back and forth with on the topic. I'm just saying things that don't nobody knows the truth or not. Like, and then I gotta pull stuff, like it's boring. So I don't like talking about certain things if I don't have people to go back and forth with. Yeah, I see you, Triple A, appreciate you. But that's what I'm trying to tell people. That so it has nothing to do with people leaving New York. It has zero to do with anybody leaving New York. Then you hear what he said. He works in construction. He's building the buildings. I don't understand. I think I got pretty decent comprehension skills. Yeah, so that's the actual problem. So, what are you talking about, Jamie Spears? I'm just kicking you for saying that. People have been disagreeing with me all week, and I ain't been kicking nobody for disagreeing with me. But I'm going to kick you because you've been wanting to go. I told you Jamie Spears was a troll. I told you that right in the beginning of the other show. Didn't I tell you? I said, yo, Jamie Spears is a whole troll. I told y'all. I'll never forget. Once you come in here and you say some weirdo shit, I'll never forget. I'll be watching out for you forever. I guess I might forget sometime. I wouldn't know if I forgot, right? And by the way, once again, people have been disagreeing with me the whole time. I haven't been kicking anybody for that. Why would I? From now on, I'm just gonna let people just sound stupid. I mean, what can I do? I can't stop you. Most of the buildings won't see any more than 60% of workforce coming back. Boom. What you mean? Oh, wow. Yeah, so there's this. They're just building buildings and they're not putting people in their fucking apartments. This is a fact. I don't know what to tell you. They're about to lock up all these gang members. I'm telling you what they're about to do. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm trying to let people know so they can take care of themselves. So they could probably don't do the thing that might get you locked up. You got family out here. You got people that love you. I'm pretty sure y'all got mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts. Y'all got people that love y'all. Y'all got to figure something out because they're coming for you. I'm telling you, they are coming for you. They're gentrifying the entirety of New York. They're not coming for all the gangs. They're coming for the people who can't live because they want the gangs. I promise you. They want the gangs. They just don't want the shooting. They don't want the violence. All of the individuals that's involved with the violence, they're going to ship you out of there. They want the gangs. They want New York to still have gangs. Is what makes New York, New York. The problem is the violence. So they're going to go get all of the people that's the violent situations, they're going to handle it a certain way. The violence is the problem, I promise you. I promise you. The violence is the problem. There's places that you could go. Okay, I'll give you proof how violence is the problem. Anybody ever been to Times Square? Anybody here ever been to Times Square? I'm gonna give you proof right now that the violence is the problem. Anybody ever been to Times Square? Triple A says golden era dead, no more real money in the streets. That's a fact. Find something else to do. That's a fact, for real. Out of love. No, that's a fact. Find something else to do. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want none of our brothers and sisters going to jail over bullshit. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, the proof that they don't care about all they care about is the violence. If you go to, I don't even know if he's really been to Times Square. If you go to Times Square, what do y'all see on a shitload of at Times Square? You see a shitload of drug use, a shitload, and this is before weed was legalized. You see a shitload of drug use, you see all different types of drug, not just weed. You see a shitload of homeless people. The police standing right there while these homeless people are sitting there doing whatever drugs they doing or whatever. Police not saying nothing. Why? Because there's no violence. Yeah, there's no violence. Violence is the problem. Not just the police, but they got like the National Guard or something. Them niggas walking around with the fucking machine, with the fucking assault rifles. There's no violence. So they leave everybody alone. As long as there's no violence. That's the problem. So I'm telling you right now, they're gonna come, get all the most. They're not gonna get every person that shot something. They're not gonna do that. But they are gonna. They tried to talk to the gangs. They tried, right? The mayor had them all come in and tried to talk to them, right? I mean, fuck it. I don't even want to talk about this because I'm telling people what it is, but I'm pretty sure nobody's. I just don't think people pay me any attention. Your boy says till it affects their money. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, considering how often I tell the future over here, I don't know what to tell you. How often have y'all seen me tell the future? A lot of times. This is not me trying to be funny. This is not me trying to act like I got some kind of superpower or nothing like that. I don't even know how the shit is happening. But how often have I told y'all about some shit and then it happens? I'm telling you what's going on. This is what I think is going to happen. Maybe I'm wrong. No, Mayor is saying that they want to target the drill rappers specifically. Because the drill rappers, it's their gangs that's doing the shootings. The mayor is literally telling you he's targeting the people in the New York City that are doing the shootings. I don't know what to tell you, man. I tell people, I don't know what to tell you. That's literally, you said drill, right? What rappers is shooting up New York City other than drill rappers right now? Tell me. I'm here, I'll wait. Tell me what rappers, other than drill rappers, are shooting up New York City right now. I'll wait. I'm listening. I'm here. Oh, I mean, I'm reading. I'm not listening, obviously. I'm here. Tell me. I'm here. Tell me. You know what's funny? People love to say I'm wrong about everything, but why when I'm talking and I say, tell me where I'm wrong, can nobody ever tell me where I'm wrong? But you do have that little select group of people that always say I'm wrong about everything and I'm lying about everything. But then why am I so really wrong? I have no idea how I'll be telling you what's happening in the future, though. It just happens. This shit's just good as shit. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What else you want to talk about? What's the date? I mean the time. I don't want to hear that no more. Chris Mark mom said something to Will Smith. Nobody cares about that. See? That's why Wack 100 should just go get low for like a week or two. I promise you, Wack 100 go get low a week or two. Should blow over. Because I don't think Hassan Campbell really want to do this. I think Hassan Campbell only doing this because Wack pushed him. I don't think he really want to do this. I think academics is also telling him this might not be the best move. Because it's not. I don't think Hassan really want to do this. I think a Wack 100 go sit down for a little while. Hassan might feel like it's a victory. You know what I'm saying? And then Wack come back. Maybe don't even got to say nothing to him. No? Right? Maybe he don't even got to say nothing to him. Never know. Never know. We got 73 people in the house. Can we drop some frost? Oh, man. I'm about to kick that guy. I'm going to give him a second, though. Oh, I think he's trying to say something about drugs as far as I'm concerned. No, just weed mostly and coffee. That's about it. And if you don't get the shirt, this is actually, you know, my frost over a frost. What y'all want to talk about? Shout out to the 50 people that hit the like button also. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Sorry about that. Hold on. I'm doing a thing. Shout out to my niece. It's her birthday today. Oh, man. I feel so embarrassed I didn't say this yet. Shout out to Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn with 2 wins. It's her birthday today. I know she had a great time out there with her brothers and her sister and her family. I know they had a great time. Shout out to my brother and his wife for bringing my niece into the world. Doing things. Oh, she's mad at me. Oh, she's not in the chat. It's just her birthday. I want to give her a shout out. Actually, I've been trying not to talk about shootings all the time, just in general. So, That's the main reason why we started covering more celebrity gossip, celebrity talk. I don't know if you would say gossip at this point. Because I really don't want to sit up here all day and talk about death. I don't really just want to sit up here and talk about death all the time. But I appreciate y'all guys that want to talk about death all the time. Maybe we could find some positive things to say. Find some positive things to talk about in the hood, maybe. Maybe then we can talk some positivity into existence, into the hood. Let's do that. Let's do that. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Just had a conversation about that. I'm just going to be rehashing and speaking about what sometimes egos get in the way of what? Sometimes people think people got an ego problem and they don't have an ego problem. Sometimes other people just are dicks. So I don't like saying people got an ego problem, and I don't like saying egos get in the way. Because some people are just assholes. Some people just like to say somebody, oh man, that person's not humble. No, you want to use that person, and you want that person to do what you want them to do and follow your orders and be a slave. And that person won't be a slave, so you're saying they're not humble. I get it. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. Right? So that's what you got to understand. So that's why I don't pay attention. You can't, somebody else can't tell me that somebody got a big ego. Somebody can't tell me that somebody is not humble. You can't tell me that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand manipulation. So you can't tell me that. You can tell somebody else that though. They might fall for it. But you can't tell me that. So, as far as ego is concerned, I don't even think I don't pay attention whenever anybody talks about somebody else's ego. I think that's all gaslighting conversation. Like you're trying to make a person not have faith in themselves. You feel me? So I want everybody to believe in themselves. So I'm not going to say somebody got an ego problem. Believe in yourself. What the fuck? I don't understand that. I ate something that's like something in my tooth and it's fucking with me. Yeah, so I don't understand that. But I mean, I'm not saying it's not a thing that's plausible or possible. I'm just saying I'm not an individual that believes that I should be attacking somebody else's confidence. I think that whenever you talk about somebody that has an ego problem, you're trying to attack their confidence. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you try to say that another person isn't humble, it's like you're trying to make them your slave. What do you mean they're not humble? You understand what I'm saying? Like, humble is a thing. It's just that we don't use humble appropriately. You understand what I'm saying? You know what? You know who needed to be humbled? The queen, whichever Queen Elizabeth it was that said, let them eat cake. She needed to be humbled. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is often when people use that person isn't being humble, they're not meaning that the person isn't actually being humble. They're just trying to say, I can't make that person do the thing I want them to do. So they're not listening to me. They're not humble. So I be like, once I hear you talking about how somebody else isn't being humble, I'm like, yeah, see, we're not gonna get along most likely. Because you're gonna try to make me do something, and you're gonna go tell somebody else I'm not feeling humble. Yeah, okay. Shout out to you though. Oh, nah, I'm good. I don't need any of those things. I got my shit over here. Appreciate you though. That's what you giving people that right there. I appreciate you though. You're the old man over there. I'm gonna do all of the things. Me, only some of the things. That's all the stuff I have. I need none of your stuff. No assistance from you over there, Captain Caveman. Appreciate you though. Do all of the things. What y'all want to talk about? I am ready to eat though. I might eat some oatmeal though. I got a hamburger in there. I might eat that. Warm that hamburger up. I got some hamburger and some fries in that bitch. Oh man, I should have barbecued some chicken. I'm gonna barbecue chicken tomorrow. I'm gonna make it Kendrick style. I'm gonna barbecue some chicken tomorrow. Hey, what y'all wanna do? I'm gonna let y'all go. It's about 11 o'clock. I'm gonna let y'all go. It's about 11 o'clock. Yeah, why not? We can talk about health for a moment. Let's talk about health. How tall am I? I'm about 5'9", right? Anybody ever check their BMI? Have you ever checked your BMI? For anybody that know what a BMI is, you know what your BMI is? Anybody ever check it? Your body mass index? Me, I am Team Slurp. Yeah. I know. I'm about to flex on him, Garrett Crawford. I'm about to flex on him. Hold on. So, my height is, I'm about 5'9", 5'10". I'm 5'9". And right now, I weigh about like 175. I ain't gonna lie to you. Wait, hold on. Hold on. How much should someone weigh? Wait, not someone. A man. I gotta say a man specifically. How much should a man weigh that is 5'9"?
Here is information from Multicare.
So apparently I'm supposed to weigh somewhere between 131 and 160. And I weigh about 175. So right now I'm about 15 pounds overweight apparently. So yeah, I should worry about my health. Apparently I have to it says the ideal weight apparently is 144 to 176. So I'm actually at the ideal weight. So you was saying something about health? Anything in specific? Anything you were saying specifically about health? I'm just, what you wanted to know specifically about health. What's your BM? How tall are you? And how much you weigh? I'm just curious. How tall are you and how much you weigh? I'm just curious. Are you like one of those dudes that's like, I don't know, 5'5" and probably weigh like 190? Because I don't see there's anything wrong with that. But if you go by scientific calculations, you know. Personally, honestly, I like short, thick girls. So I would not want the girl to be the right weight for the height. I would want her to be weighing a little bit more than she's supposed to be weighing. I'm be honest with you, because I like the short, thick girls. I like the thick legs. I like when the legs is nice and nice and voluptuous legs. I like when the legs look like you took the turkey out just at the right time. I like when. Oh, you overweight. Oh, you overweight. You know that's overweight. I'm not even being funny. It's overweight. I used to be 5'9", 220. That's overweight. I was miserable too. I was slow. My knees used to hurt. I couldn't play no basketball. I was miserable. Well, I wasn't miserable. That's a lie. But like I couldn't do like for real. So yeah, you overweight, homie. But I mean, it don't matter, right? I'm pretty sure you're not athletic anyway. So what the hell do you care? You're not running nowhere, right? So what do you care? I mean, I don't know if you are, but if you were athletic, you wouldn't think I was unhealthy. So I'm assuming you aren't. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Nobody that's athletic thinks I'm unhealthy. Would think I'm unhealthy. That's the point I'm making. No one, not one person. No athletic person is gonna think I'm unhealthy. What the fuck? Team slurp, team slurp, team slurp, team slurp, jazz hands, team slurp, team slurp. I don't care about those guys. My knee is killing me though. What up, Garrett Crawford? What up? How you doing, my brother? Anything you want to chat about? Because these people is just annoying. There's no reason for me to stay in here and be annoyed. But if anybody else is in here, y'all want to ask me some questions, I'll ask some questions. I stay on, but I'm not staying on to just be annoyed by these people. That shit don't make sense. These dudes are just annoying. Shout out to the people hitting that like button. Yeah, these dudes are just annoying. This shit is crazy. Alright, so everybody just have a good night. I got some things to say real quick. So I saw Spider-Man No Way Home. And it's a good movie. Go watch it. I'm gonna be quiet about a couple of things. No, I mean I haven't been covering it because I told y'all the news is putting out fake information. I told y'all the news. I mean not the news, but the police was putting out fake information. I told y'all that. So after I told y'all that, we was covering it however we was covering it, and the police putting out fake information. All that shit over there be fake. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. I'm about to let y'all go though. I think it has to deal with police corruption going on over there. That's why there's so much fake information getting put out. By the way, I think there's police corruption. Watch, you're gonna find out. Well, almost all precincts got some kind of weirdo bullshit going on somewhere, right? Every not all precincts. Pardon me, that's not fair. Almost every city or town got a precinct, at least one precinct where bullshit is happening. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna get into that. But I stopped reporting on it when I realized that the information that we was getting from the Associated Press that they were getting from the police was bad. So I stopped reporting it. There's no way for us to get anything. Because the people that's on the street, they don't really know nothing. They only know what they saw, but they don't even. A person has to know what to look for and to know what to see. Like, okay, so remember you had that lady that said she saw some people coming out the back of the building, and I was like, what that? Okay, so just so we can be clear, if it was just like a regular normal lady, I wouldn't have expected them to see anything, but she saw everything. So that makes me feel like somebody put her there. She was a plant there. If this happened, so she saw everything. So that means that not only was she not scared, she was brave enough, not too scared to not look. But also on top of that, she knew what to pay attention to in order to be able to describe later. Like she was prepared. So I ain't got time for this. So I tried to explain that, and then I don't know what happened. I think people just took the wrong perspective of what the fuck I was talking about. So I just left it alone. So I don't really, when something happened, I report on it or whatever the case is. But if nothing's really going on, I'm not really talking about that because that shit is a landmine. It's a landmine. They putting out bad information left or right. And I told everybody that. Nobody paid me no attention. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. The video you speaking about Wack might be getting paid to slander Tupac on point. Oh, you saw that video? Yeah, what the fuck? My dude. Appreciate you. Yeah. That's an old video, too. Shout out to High Noon. That's an old video. Wack probably gonna be like, yo, you said that thing about me back then. I'm not gonna be cool with you now. Like, alright. What the fuck? I was reporting back then. I reported what I saw. That's it. How many videos did I make about you, Wack? Oh, because I got like 4,000 videos, but I only made like 4, 5 videos about you at most. You're upset? What the fuck? Why? You wanted me to make more? Less! Our Love Production says, seems like a lot of people are involved in Dolph's case. Did him dirty. Don't know. So yeah, I don't know. That's an old video. I don't know if he's getting paid to slander Tupac or not, but it seems like certain people Wack slanders. A lot of dead rappers he slander. Nobody else noticed that? He's always slandering dead rappers. That might be his thing. Maybe he's not getting paid, but he's definitely constantly slandering dead rappers. Tell me where I'm wrong about that. Tupac slandered Biggie. Slandered Nipsey Hussle. So I mean, shout out to him, man. He got an agenda. He's doing the things that he thinks he needs to do. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. 1, because I actually am tired. 2, I think I'm gonna eat some cereal. So I went out and I got cookie crisp, right? But I also got Special K. I got blueberry and I got strawberry. I think I'm gonna have some cereal. I haven't been eating cereal in years. Oh, did I show y'all what I got? Okay, so hold on. Did I get the right stuff? I want to know if I got the right thing. Hold on. I've been meaning to ask y'all about this. I don't know if the person that was in here that told me about this is here. But I want to know if this is what you was talking about. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I might finish that hamburger also. No, I'm not. I don't want to eat that hamburger. That's too heavy. It's too late for me to eat something that heavy. I'm gonna wake up, my stomach gonna be fucking with me. So this is the oat milk I went and got. I don't know how much I like this one. I'm gonna try a different one next, but I'm gonna give this one a good chance. Fuck, did I check it for soy? Yeah, I did check it for soy. Also supposed to shake well. I did not know that. Now I know. You shake the shit out of this bitch. Anyway. I don't know. Did I get the right oat milk? I don't know if I got the right one. Remember y'all was trying to tell me to get some oat milk so I could get away from... Oh, word? Star Report shouted me out. Salute. What he said? What he shouted me out about? About the Tupac video you talking about? Shout out to Star. That's a fact. Fucking me, yo. What he shouted me out about? The Tupac video? Probably trying to get in contact with me right now. I got a new number. I gotta shoot him my number. Alright, I'm gonna let y'all go. It's kind of late. I'm kind of tired. I want to take some snacks, and it's Saturday night. Definitely, shout out to the Star. Shout out to Star Report. Fuck with the homie. That's the dude. Don't let nobody lie to you. But I'm going to let y'all go. Everybody have a great day. Be back in the morning. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got anybody still awake in your household, please give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't ever know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they still... What did he shout me out over, by the way? Did he just randomly just was talking? He was like, oh, yeah, shout out to Jack Frost. I'm curious. You gonna... Like, I'm curious. Yeah, that's obese. I knew it. It was obese. Oh, yeah, so that's good. Shout out to you. Alright, so he's not going to answer me about what he shouted me out about. I'm just going to get up out of here. If you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Also, when we wake up in the morning, one of the first things we want to do, drink some water. Why? Because, you see, when we drink water, it gets absorbed through the lining of our stomachs. So when we have nothing in our stomach, it allows for the nutrients. Oh, the coverage on the 6ix9ine? Oh, salute. Oh, he did. Oh, you talking about he shot me out a while back? Yeah, salute to that. The nutrients is gonna be absorbed quicker. So when we wake up in the morning, water first thing in the morning. Also, you don't have to eat breakfast immediately. You can wait to eat breakfast. It's not gonna mess up your health. Because you're just breaking your fast. You could break your fast at any point. It's not when you eat breakfast, it's what you eat for breakfast. So be very, very careful. Start making sure you eat a better breakfast. This is important. With that being said, also remember, whenever you're helping somebody else be the best person that they could be, in that moment, you being the best you that you could be. So go out there and be great. God first. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.